court to God. The white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this boy, your ass need to stop it. Ass she the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that bygone be. Boy, your ass need to stop it. Ass she the prophet. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I tell you once, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know that it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and know boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the problem. With step, I'm silent for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
For homicide detectives, the clock starts ticking the moment they are called. Their chance of solving a murder is cut in half if they don't get a lead within the first 48 hours.
I do anything to keep my brother safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. You will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my daughter safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Sitting in that room, hear the interrogator's voice. They asking why I do it, I tell them I had no choice. Couldn't take a threat or a risk to my family, so throw the book at me, I take them charges happily. Ain't no need for no polygraph, so forensics, I put that fucker in a body bag, I'll admit it. Fuck a sentence or the jury that will convict me. They don't understand, it's my family, they represent me. So for them, I risk my freedom, roll the dice. I ain't got much more for you crackers, go ahead and give me life. You don't know what it's like for the people that you love. They ain't there to get salutes, they ain't there to give you hugs. The same that done pulled me from the dirt and from the mud, it's gone because of who? Y'all rather shed your blood. My brother's kids like my other kids. If you touch them, fuck around, get another bid, plus 10. Put me in the Supermax, I get super jacked, working out every day, canteen super stack, cool with that. Long as it mean my daughter's safe, my brother's winning, that's a chance I take. Feel my fate. I do anything to keep my brother safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. I got wives that done gay they all to stand beside me. kids that can't see me fall, look at me proudly. Respected by men with honor up on their names. You harm one of them, I promise that you'll see pain. I'm one West train, made an oath to uphold it. Stood with my back against the wall, never folded. Grew up in the city where the love ain't brotherly. I ain't had too many friends, I ain't need the company. I'm my father's son, so I'm cool, just don't fuck with me. I say that you my homie, you're my brother, then you stuck with me. Never turn my back on mine, it's to the dirt. You cross them across that line, I end you first. What only make it worse is loyalty hard to find. Never think cause you out of sight, you out of mind. And I don't mind dying now, cause reincarnation got me coming back. Same scars in my heart aching. Be parlaying with killers from all places. Every last one of them for me a broad day shit. So what you think, I won't do it for them? Once they let me out the cell, shit, I do it again. It's for the family. I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my people safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48.
Shout out to Yara Dawn out in Chicago with these badass sweatshirts. I look good as shit in it. God damn it. Y'all should go get one. These badass sweat hoods. UBK, nigga University.
Hoodie season. Used to pick a switch before I took a beat. Now forget the stick, it ain't what you thinking. Yeah, just feel like hoodie season. It's hard on my sleeve, cold.
Yashala means Prince with power. That's all it means. A Prince with power. Why do you think you act like princes, man? A prince is royalty, man. Even our destroyed state in America, we still act like royalty. Right. Brothers with a rock, gold chains, gold earrings, gold fronts, man. That's all Southern people that's royal. A royal heritage, a royal bloodline. That's who we are naturally. We just don't know it.
It's that time of year. We're going to be in Houston, Texas from April 1st to April 5th, celebrating the Lord's 57th annual Passover under Commanding General Yohana. Jam-packed, full of events, line dancing, fishing, horseback riding, rides for the kids, bounce houses, and the annual lamb slaughter held at the BH Ranch. And it ain't no party like the all-black party, the annual all-black party. 14149 Player Street in Houston, Texas. You know it's gonna be lit. All leading up to Saturday, April 4th, the Lord's 57th annual Passover. You still got time. Go to isupk.com to pay your Passover fee. 18 and over, $200. You do not want to miss the Lord's 57th annual Passover. Houston, Texas. Shalom.
ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
Time to start the show.
If you got freedom without wisdom, what you gonna do with it? You gonna end up in a situation like we ended up in today.
If you have a woman that looks to you for advice, please do not tell her to go through a whole phase. Please, even if you went through one. In us food stamps, instead of jobs, instead of approving our business loans,
Jim Crow.
You know what I'm saying? Jim Crow, that's our reparations.
Shalom, what's going on, Miss Real? We back at it again. The follow-up Roundtable with Truth podcast, as we do every Friday. As we do every Tuesday evening. You know what I'm saying? 6:30 Central Time. We get it on, leading up to the podcast on Friday night with Captain Marvel Quad and his old incredible squad. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, we're gonna jump into some topics. You know how we do. We run the topics down. We get into it. We try to go on the latest topics that's going on, man. Big up to everybody that tuned in with us. Be in store for a good show tonight. You know what I'm saying? So we can get these things out that's going on in the world, man. This is very important information we got to get out.
That's right.
We can go ahead and wake our brothers and sisters up in the world to this society and to this world around us, man. You know what I mean? So, I mean, quite frankly, man, as much stuff is going on in the world today, it should be easy for you to see America's downfall coming very abruptly, man. Very abruptly. You see it's so much confusion and chaos in America, of course, with the ICE situation, of course, with our military going to different parts of the world and causing havoc in other countries. You know what I'm saying? This is just a telltale sign that it's almost time for our King Jesus Christ to come back on this earth, man. So we're gonna hold down this follow-up, this edition tonight, man. Make sure y'all get in tune with us, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Share the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Drop any questions and comments in the chat, man. Let's get to it. What's up?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the brother was just saying, please like, share, subscribe. That if you like what you hear, you know what I'm saying? We just trying to push this truth and get to our brothers and sisters, and also pay your tithes to the ISUPK. 10% of any increase goes to the Lord.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And the ISUPK will be hosting the Lord's 57th annual Passover in Houston, Texas on April 4th. $200 for everybody over the age of 17, and everybody under the age of 17 is free. Can't beat that. We got a week worth of festivities. That's roughly what for a week. Yeah, that's about $30 a day for a week worth of festivities. You know what I'm saying? $200 for an adult, and you got 2-3 kids, which they free. So that come down to damn near $10 a day. You know what I'm saying? But Commander Jimmy Hunter eats the cost of all, juveniles. I don't want to say it like that, but you know what I'm saying? With all kids, young adults and kids, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, we finna rock this podcast out. We got a couple topics for y'all. Please give y'all insight on what y'all think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta do that, man. We gotta be interactive, man. Y'all get in the chat with us, man. Let's get this going. What's the first video we gonna have up, man? What we got first? You want to get into that Black History?
Yeah, I think
that happened.
I think that'll be the kick it off here.
Yeah, let's get into that, man. And tell them a little bit about what we about to get into.
Man, it's a memorabilia in Philadelphia about the slaves that stayed in the White House with George Washington, 9 slaves. Now, America is so opposed to be, what they trying to do is take away the history of what they done. They supposed to be ashamed now. They trying to, Trump. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They don't want no history of what, have been done or no history of how great we are to be remembered, and how evil they are to be remembered.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. They don't want America to know the foundation of how this place was built.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's what they trying to get rid of it. And that's what they doing. We finna play a video. Y'all check this out. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Tune in. Let me know what y'all think.
And right now, tonight, on Independence Mall, a piece of Philadelphia history was removed this afternoon by the federal government. Crews dismantled plaques telling the stories of the 9 enslaved people who lived in the president's house and were owned by President George Washington. Last year, President Trump ordered National Park staff to flag any displays that might be seen as disparaging to America's past. Philadelphia Mayor Sherelle Parker says the city is conducting a legal review of this tonight. An attorney who advocated for those plaques in 2010 called the removal, quote, outrageous and blatantly racist. Developing right here.
He said they're going to sue the Trump administration for taking down slavery memorabilia that was up in Philadelphia at a memorial site for many, many years. It's been up for years. You know what I'm saying? I'm guaranteeing it's over. I'm not sure exactly how long they didn't have this up, but it's been up there for at least over 15, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And they want to take it down because he said because the Trump administration wants to, what did it say?
No. It's been open since 2010, so it's definitely been over 15 years now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So they want to take down. They want to take it down. Why? Because they don't want to have any disparaging images to America's reputation. Now, this is the big question that I have when it comes to something like that. Now, are you just trying to wipe away the slavery that happened in America? This is like, I feel like this is really the goal of Trump and America as a whole, right? They want to wipe away Black history, Hispanic history. Why? So they can eventually say, look, we all the same. We all are part of the same struggle. Black people shouldn't get no special rights or get no special treatment. They shouldn't get no special history dedicated towards them specifically. But we were specifically put into slavery. Last time I checked, we were specifically put in redlining. Last time I checked, in Jim Crow and segregation laws were meant for specifically for us during the building up of America. So why now, since we fought so hard and still fighting today, why now they decide to take down this? They want to take down this memorabilia. Why? Why would they want to do that? That's the question I have for anybody out there. What would be the real goal for them to take this down? I know they're going to give the politically correct saying and say what, oh, we don't want to have any disparaging images to America's reputation, meaning they don't want America to look like what happened in where it happened in Israel. What happened in Israel? Okay. They don't want it to look like what happened in Israel with the Holocaust. Slaves.
Germany.
Right, there you go. Germany. They don't want it to look like what happened in Germany. You know what I'm saying? With the Holocaust and how them so-called Jews was treated. But little do they know, you can't wipe away what happened to Black people. Because that means if you want to wipe away that, now you got to give us the culture back. If you want to wipe away slavery, now you got to give us our real identity. You got to say who we really are. You want to wipe away everything. Wipe away all of the deceit and lies that happened. You got to give us something in return.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It ain't just going to be
and
the fact that we can just be American now. Go ahead.
And the thing is this. It's not like they taking this stuff down and treating Black people like upstanding citizens and like human beings. They still saying we 3/5 of a man. And the police are still unalive us in the streets today. The damn abortion clinics are thriving right now with the unalive and the Black and brown babies. So you taking down memorabilia for more to just be put up. Because you're still doing the same thing now that you was doing back then.
Exactly.
So you taking down, it's still going, you can't erase it because you haven't stopped it. If you want to really erase it, you know what I'm saying? They want to trick black people and the future white people to come there to believe in America is so great and was built honestly. You have to stop what you was doing back then to black and brown people. You have to stop doing it now. So they can be like, you know what I'm saying? Well, we've been treating y'all like this since the beginning of time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But if you still continue to harass and hunt and unalive black and brown people and terrorize them and kidnap them, then the taking down memorabilia is not going to work, because more memories of this is going to be put up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to make no sense.
If I could have what you're saying is so right. It's heavy. Simple fact of it is Trump never want to take this down because he might want to put up a Renee Good poster. He might want to put up a goddamn Alex, what his name, Pretty, a survivor, someone who had to be sacrificed in the name of sending all of the criminal immigrants out of America. They might want to take down Black history so now they can try to paint this picture like we all bleed red. We all together with this. We all being oppressed together. That's what a lot of these, what they call these left-wing white men think like. Well, we like Charlie Kirk thought like this. Why do we have to have Black history? Why should Black people get reparations? Why should Black people get a Black History Month? There's no White History Month. There's no white reparations. It's white people dealing with hard things too. A lot of these white men think like this. And that's who Donald Trump is in support of. So that's why they take this memorabilia of Black slavery down, so they don't have to see, or so children don't have to see what Black people had to deal with. So they don't have to walk down the street and see that there were Black slaves in the president's house. Not just some raggedy slave master that was a horrible man and that had slaves, you know what I'm saying? And he was just a regular man out here. The damn president of the United States had slaves. The first president of the United States had slaves in his house. And make no mistake, them slaves wasn't just living the best life that they can be like Lil Duval. They wasn't living their best life. They had the bones of the slaves. George Washington had the bones of slaves as his teeth. Look it up. As his teeth. So that tell you how he felt about his slaves. That show you right there. And they may have had this memorabilia up. Why? To try to give honor and respect to those slaves. Why? Because they were at the president's house. But why don't you put up a Nat Turner goddamn memorabilia? A man that revolted. You know what I'm saying? Why they shoot down when Harriet Tubman was trying to put Harriet Tubman on $20 bill? That got shot down real quick.
They say it's coming in 2030. You know?
Get the hell. America ain't even gonna be standing in 2030. Lord allow.
Exactly.
Talking about 2030. Man, Donald Trump said something so right. See, he said something so true. He said, Black people know a scam when they see one. And the spirit behind that is that Black people, you should know a scam. I mean, hell, we've been scammed by the white man for 400 plus years. We should see now that this man, he'll never have no intent to love us how we should actually be loved by another people. How we love him, I should say. We love white people more partisan. I mean, if Black people have not loved anybody else in the damn earth, we love white people like that's better than our family.
I'm talking about like a good old nigga.
Like a good dog that just cannot leave home and don't want to leave home. Black people love white people the most. And this is what we get in return. This is what we get in return. We want to vote for Donald Trump. And you know how many niggas was out there saying, vote for Trump, vote for Trump. Niggas. Black people. Hispanics even voting for Trump.
That's insane.
And this is the repaying or reward that you get for voting for Trump. You get your history stripped down. So your kids don't get to see what happened to their ancestors, what happened to their great-great-grandfathers and great-great-grandmothers. They don't get to see that. They're trying to strip it from the books. They're trying to strip it from history, period. But you know why God is such a real God? This is why the Bible is the most important book. Because you can strip it from all this history that America has created, but you can't take it out of the Bible. That's what you can't do. You remember he tried to take it out of the Bible too. When he created the slave Bible, they took out all of the that reminds me of it too. They took out the slave Bible. They brought the slave Bible and took out all of the rebellious scriptures or the scriptures about the Apocrypha, and they took out the book of Exodus when Moses took out the children of Israel and said, "Let go of my people." You know what I'm saying? They took those out and left scriptures like Ephesians 6 and 5, where it say, "Servants, obey your masters." They leave that in there. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna leave that in there. Like Trump gonna leave all the laws against black people, but he's gonna take it down memorabilia from black slavery. He's gonna take down so you don't remember, so you don't have to see an image. So you don't see an image of the history of America and how disgusting it truly is. And you can see how it's a revolving door. Like you see right now with the ICE agents and what's happened to so-called white people getting unalived by ICE agents. We've been dealing with that for how long? For over 400 years. So now it's happening to white people. Now it's an uproar. I mean, damn, what George Floyd got murdered in cold blood in front of the whole world to see. I'm talking about not with a gun. I'm talking about bodily fluid taken away from right there, knee in his neck, with a straight face. That's what happened to us. And yeah, black people have an uproar when that happened. But this is the difference. This is the difference with me, where you know, that I can see when, you know, when something happens to a black person, black people stand up and they protest and they do all that. But here's the thing, only black people do it. You have a little sprinkling of white people, but there's no uproar of white people saying, this is wrong, what happened to George Floyd. You have a couple little white people that say, yeah, I want to stick up for Black Lives Matter. But you don't have an uproar like the whole United States is in right now because of what's going on with ICE and how they're inflicting hatred on actual so-called citizens of America. You didn't see that when Trayvon Martin was murdered in cold blood. You didn't see that when all of so-called black and Hispanic victims was murdered in cold blood. You seen black people stand up, but you didn't see the whole earth, and that lets you know there's no such thing as equality. When a white person dies, when Renee, what was her name, Renee Good? When Renee Good lost her life, and when this guy Alex Pretty lost his life, it was an uproar from every ethnicity. It was an American problem. It's an American problem what's happened to the citizens of America. But when something happened to us, oh, that's black people problem. It's not an American problem. And that should let you know that black people this is not our rest. This is not our home, man. We ain't no damn Americans. You know what I mean? So we ain't gonna get the same treatment like an average white man or white woman would get. You get my point? Even when they're in the wrong. You get what I'm saying? So what's we got another video on this too. Because there was a sister on a newscast, I believe it was CNN, and she was speaking about this. It was a white lady who was trying to justify why it's okay to take black memorabilia of black slavery in America and what happened. A white lady was trying to justify why it's okay and why it should come down. And big ups to this sister who was speaking straight facts and saying how it's totally wicked and it's totally off. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and play this one too. Bear with me real fast.
No sweat. Like I say, man, put comment what y'all believe should happen. Besides, this ain't the only thing Donald Trump doing. Donald Trump, he done got in office and showed everybody how much of a devil he really is. He done broke half the White House off and created a ballroom. He's saying, I'm finna be here forever. No different at all. And don't think them people don't think them Hispanic brothers and sisters that's getting deported not being unalived as well. They ain't got they got someone, they say they lost. Like, what the hell you mean you lost? Like, where they at? A whole goddamn like it's a wallet or something. I lost it. Like, and there's nothing to, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's insane.
That, like, come on, man.
Let's play this other clip real quick.
No sweat.
Acknowledging this, but also saying America is the greatest country on earth. We got rid of slavery. We moved past that
we're
chapter.
the greatest country on earth, and we
triumph
enslaved people, human beings, for hundreds of
and
years,
we
and that is
closed that
a story.
chapter, and we've moved
Hold on,
forward.
but we cannot. Hold on. Just like we cannot move forward from the Holocaust, we don't need to move forward from acknowledging the existence of hundreds of years of chattel slavery in this country. It's not something that you ask of anybody else, as Van pointed out. Why is it that Black people need to forget and forgive when we're simply asking to just document it accurately? That is all that is being asked.
Course.
All right, we do have to leave it there because the panel is going to give us their nightcaps with that history.
Know of how do we balance acknowledging this, but also saying America is the greatest country on earth. We got rid of slavery. We moved past that chapter.
Okay, so what this white woman said was, we got rid of slavery. We moved past that chapter. You know what I'm saying? She's saying we moved past that chapter. You know what I'm saying? So this is my thing. I thought we moved past that chapter in 1865. Last time I checked.
Man, the thing is, this white woman is in agreement with Trump. She supports MAGA. She voted for Trump. I guarantee you she did.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You could tell just off how we got rid of slavery. How the hell did you get rid of slavery? What do you think the prison system is? Where brothers go to jail and work for pennies on the hour. What the hell is that? You know what I'm saying?
And
I remember
they not even been convicted. They wrongfully convicted a lot of them brothers.
Oh man, I remember when it's always them fires over in California.
Yeah.
And it was getting so out of hand that they had brought inmates from the California prisons
to come take a walk and come
help them.
That was just a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was just last year. You know what I'm saying? And the thing, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they put that up.
They put it out. But the thing is, these people are able to do the work, but when they get out, you would tell them they cannot apply as a fire because you know what I'm saying, because of even though they're more than capable of doing the work. You know what I'm saying? And what this white woman wants to happen, what this oppressor wants to happen, she wants America. She don't want to be remembered. She don't want America and her forefathers to be remembered either for what happened to Black people. We got rid of slavery because we knew it was wrong. No, you didn't. You got rid of slavery because of the Union. You know what I'm saying? Abraham Lincoln didn't free the slaves because he wanted to free the slaves. He just rather kept the Union. He said, if I could have kept the slaves free, slaves,
yeah,
and kept the Union, that's what I would have did. If I had to free half the slaves and kept half the slaves and kept the Union, That's what I would have did. You know what I'm saying? And this is history. This is on paper, black and white. You go, you know what I'm saying? Videos of this.
And it's a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face to do that to black people. Donald Trump has set up and said time and time again, I love black people. I love my black people. Black people this, black people that. He get up and say that all the time. But this is what he does behind your back. See, I guarantee you, he probably thought it was going to slip between the cracks because what's going on with ICE and everything over there. Oh, let's just start secretly taking down some of their slave memorabilia and everything like that, because everybody focused on Minnesota right now. Everybody focused on Renee Good and all of those unjustly deaths that's going on in Minnesota. So let's take some of this slave stuff down. Let's take some of that down. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing what America just don't understand. America has a saying that said, "In God we trust." God bless America. This is the same thing that what's his name said. George Bush said when he didn't want to support the damn Hurricane Katrina victims at all. After his speech, he said, "God bless America," even though he was letting the world know that he's not going to help the Hurricane Katrina victims. You know what I'm saying? And here's the so crucial thing about America and the detriment of America. Like, you think you can forget about slavery. You think you can push it to the side and it can be pushed away and forgotten about. But just like you white people will never forget about 9/11, just like you so-called white people will never forget about the Holocaust and all of the atrocities that happened to Americans and to so-called white people, God will never forget about what happened to the Hispanics during these ICE raids. God will never forget about what happened to the Native Americans when you celebrate Thanksgiving and slaughtering them for hundreds of years. God will never forget about the so-called black man, woman, and child that had to serve cattle slavery on this American soil. Same American soil that we own today. God won't forget about it. You might think you can take a goddamn poster down. Take the posters down. You know what I'm saying? Let black people get in uproar. Let the white man build his damn what it's called, his record. Let him build his record up. This is what's wrong with the so-called white man. He don't have mercy.
And that's heavy. You know what you're saying, because scriptures say Edom's sins has reached the heavens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Meaning the Most High is getting reports about
report
and about everything.
They even killing themselves.
Straight up.
They say that the ICE agents are going out to stop the criminals that's being the criminal immigrants that's coming to America, but yet you killing American citizens. How is that defending anybody? It just lets you know that this is the land of confusion, not of opportunity, the opportunity to die. That's what it is. It's a lie.
But man, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, she's not the only white person that feel this way. You know what I'm saying? She feel like, man, we should go all over the world and take all of it down. Because you know what I'm saying?
Allow them to just keep on.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? Because they, you know what I'm saying? What they call America the Great. You know what I'm saying? They want America to be so great, but they don't want you to remember what made America great. Right. They don't want you to remember who made America great,
right?
And how America became great. That's what they don't want you to remember. That's the history they trying to get. They trying to wipe out. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want it. I just thought about it. They just said they don't even want it taught in schools anymore. You know what I'm saying? They taking it out of history books. You know what I'm saying? But scriptures say this: ask your father, and he'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying? We Commander General Hunter, he tells us, teaches us. who the devil is.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And we know it's not. He can delete everything and get rid of everything. We know who the devil is because he's the devil. There's nothing he can do on earth for him to not be the devil. We're gonna always know he the devil because of his actions. You know what I'm saying? He don't have a soul to be upright.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Lord didn't make them that way.
Exactly.
That's why so many black people out here, they begging and hoping for God and Jesus to save white people and give white people the love that black people have. They don't have it in them.
Facts.
They don't have it in them. This is what's so stupid that I can't realize about my people in right now in this day and age. You know, if it's a murderer or a child abuser, sexual abuser, y'all look at them and shun on them. You know what I'm saying? But when you see the white man's history and his goddamn record in America as a whole of white people, you don't put them on trial. You let them go skate free in the name of goddamn Christianity. But let anybody in your family, let you find out they're a thief. Let you find out they sexually abusing kids. Let you find out something like that about your family. You are going to hate them, which is rightfully so. But when it comes to the white man, when it comes to the slavery and the abuse and the perpetual hatred that he has inflicted over us over all of these years, you let him go scot-free. This is what happens. A thought causes your head. We tell you the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? And for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, a light bulb goes off like, you know what? They right. He is the goddamn devil. But you know, we got to get past that. We can't. It ain't all of them. It's some good white people out there.
And to be honest, that's the true statement. There's some damn good white people out there. But it is. There's some good white people out there. But the thing is, it's some snakes. It's some snakes that won't harm you as well, and there's some snakes that will harm you. But the thing is this: is you willing to stick your goddamn hand in a barrel and to grab the snake that won't harm you?
The good snake,
yeah. With when the bad snakes in there as well. No. And this should be the same way with these people. You should, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't. Even though you might know some good white people, but that don't mean you should associate yourself with them, right? Because them good white people, associate themselves with bad white people.
Right, exactly what I was going to say. If I could, it's so heavy what you just said, because here's the thing: even if there is good white people, and white people understand, like in the times of slavery, there were white abolitionists that wanted to abandon slavery and everything like that. During the civil rights movement, there were white people who was out here trying to help black people get better. Okay, but what white people are in power and authority? Who's the president? Who's the senators? Who's the congressmen? Who's the lawmakers? Who's in charge of the businesses that's going to hire black people? Who's in charge of the streets? Who's in charge of the police districts? Who's in charge of that? The evil white people are. How do you think America is functioning the way it is, with black people on the bottom? If they really love black people, if white people and all of these other nations actually thought they were equal to blacks and Hispanics, then you will see no ghettos. Every city in America, you go to the ghetto, it's going to be black and Hispanic people there. And Asian people are going to own all the stores. East Indian people are going to own all the gas stations. Arabs are going to own the corner stores and the restaurant sharks and all the restaurants that you see. If it were really true and it wasn't no type of inequality in America, you would not see that, because you don't see no ran down East Indian hood. Where you see that at? You don't see that nowhere, even though is a billions of them, is millions of them here. But you don't go and see a hood where it's Arabs in the ghetto. You don't see that. You may see a Arab like French Montana acting like he a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you don't see no predominantly neighborhood filled with Chinese people or Arabs or even Africans that's ran down, that's been used to systematically oppress those people. You don't see that. You don't see no systematic oppression against anybody other than so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian. And this story that we're going over is just a sign for you to see. Them taking down memorabilia of slaves is a systematic oppression to affect your mind and your spirit, man. And this is what the white man has done ever since he took them shackles off of our wrists and our necks. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like you said, they made all these systematic laws to put us in the penitentiary at crazy numbers. Talking about how the hell we 13% of the population in America. You tell me this: 13% of the population is blacks, but yet over 70% of the population of the penitentiary is black. How the hell that's not systematic? We're just that evil of a people. You out of your damn mind. No, that ain't the way it is, man. What we got next? I guess I can play the rest of this clip right here because it was had a little more on it. Let's see. And this is the thing, man. Our people, man, when we get on these news shows and we get up there and have some sense of black pride and wanting to love your people and stand up for your people, man, you got to stand on it with 1,000 pounds of pressure, man. I'm talking about 10,000 pounds of pressure. You cannot let up. You got to look at them white people and understand that they hate your black ass. They hate you. They just can't say it on live television. But they can say it at their dinner table when they go home. You know, that black reporter, she tried to step to me and tell me about some black people. I shall tell that monkey. You know, you think they not calling you a nigga at the dinner table? You out of your damn mind. You out of your mind. Let's watch this real quick. Make sure I pull it up. Damn, oh shit. Lock it. What I just did.
To know of how do we balance acknowledging this, but also saying America is the greatest country on earth. We got rid of slavery. We moved past that chapter.
We're the greatest country on earth, and we enslaved
I just thought about
human
something,
beings for
Parmesan.
hundreds of years, and that is a story.
And we've
I just thought about something, Parmesan. This MAGA supporter, this white lady right here, she just said America is the greatest country on earth. Now, if she really believed that, and if Americans really believe that, what does make America great again mean? If it's the greatest country right now, I'm talking about the greatest military in the world. China got almost double the population of America.
China got way more. No, China got. We only got. I think a little bit. What we got?
50% of their population.
Man,
China
got 1 billion people.
The point is they got numbers, but America has the power, and you know what I'm saying, over Russia. Russia is huge as hell as well. You know what I'm saying? But America has the power, and they flexing they muscles right now. Taking presidents of other countries into custody, flexing their muscles right now, bombing other countries unadvised. You know what I'm saying? And so what does Trump mean to make America great again? America is at its peak right now. Even with all of the confusion that it has, even with this money going plummeting and it's almost, you know what I'm saying, they trying to disband the U.S. dollar. Even with all of that being said, America is at its greatest height right now. When was it better? When was America great? When black people was getting hung on trees? Is that the time?
That's exactly when America was great to them. Go back to slavery, free labor.
Maybe it ain't got nothing to do with money.
Go back to the cotton fields, to the sugar cane fields, the tobacco fields. Go back to farming all our food for us. That's when America was great. And do all this for free. And shut up and be a good nigga.
So it got nothing to do with the money. It don't got nothing to do with all of their military power.
Of course, it don't have nothing to do with the money. America don't care. America, $20 trillion in debt and don't have no intention on paying nobody.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying?
They make deals with them.
Exactly. That's it.
Further business.
That's it. They not, man. Think about it, man. Think about if you owe somebody $20 trillion. You know how much debt you have. It ain't start off at 20 trillion. It accumulated from there. Meaning you just, you know what I'm saying, bro, you know what? I ain't got it, dog. Just give me a little bit more. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on paper that I owe you. But as far as you actually get, what's that? As long as I owe you, you will never go broke. Good night.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So America, that's when, like, even to say make America great again is the most racist thing that a white person can say. Because I think all of these laws been made for America to become great at its greatest peak. Didn't the civil rights movement and making black people so-called equal with white people, ain't that what made America great? The fact that blacks and everybody vote together now and everybody's on an even playing field. Isn't that what made America great? Because for the 1900s it had the Great Depression, World War II, you know what I'm saying, the crack epidemic in the 1980s. You get what I'm saying? It was a horrible time in America in the 1900s, if you think about it. And don't get me started on the 1800s. The Civil War between the top half of the country and the bottom half of the country, was that the greatest time of America? You get what I'm saying? The Trail of Tears, when y'all made Native Americans walk from one side of the country all the way to the other, was that the greatest time? I mean, I need some help to figure out what the hell make America great again mean. You get what I'm saying?
You already
hold on, but we cannot hold on. Just like we cannot move forward from the Holocaust, we don't need to move forward from acknowledging the existence of hundreds of years of chattel slavery in this country. It's not something that you ask of anybody else, as Van pointed out. Why is it that Black people need to forget and forgive when we're simply asking to just document it accurately? That is all that is being asked.
Course.
All right, we do have to leave it there because the panel is going to give us their nightcaps with that history.
I think we're done on that. What we got next?
Good night. That's so crazy. You know, just big ups for that sister for even speaking up on it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of Black people, you know, men as well, get in these positions and they just shut up. You know what I'm saying? They don't certain stuff they just don't speak on. And this one of them, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to wake up with a text that say we don't need you no more. You know, and just big up to this sister just for having a heart and courage to, you know what I'm saying, combat what this MAGA supporter was just saying.
I'll pull this next clip up real quick. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Comment, drop your comments on these topics that we're bringing up. Get in on this with us, man. Get in on these topics with us, man.
Most definitely.
Let me play this real quick. This next clip right here is pretty diabolical Because the fact that I realized something going on with our people today, man, with so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Something that I realized going on, there's something that's called, it's a very old term. It's a very old term that's been used for many, many years, even in the ancient times. An old term called divide and conquer. And one of the things with immigration and the deportations of so-called Hispanics and Latinos, it's a tactic used to tear apart the fact that black people, so-called black people and so-called Latinos has had the same common enemy for many centuries now. You know what I'm saying? Especially here in America. We've had the same common enemy now, but something that black people have negated from is the fact that black people, the Hispanics have dealt with oppression from the same white man that we've done oppression with. You know what I'm saying? And same thing that happens with the Hispanics. Hispanics know that the so-called white man has oppressed them for many decades and many years and many centuries, just like black people know that we've dealt with it. But one thing that they do, they try to divide us and create tension between us. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, they on a small spectrum, like with gang violence and gangs with Latinos and gangs with blacks. But of course, even in the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? They do that as well. But they do it with, they're doing it today with this whole ICE and deportation sign as well. And how is because a lot of black people are looking at, it's been going on for quite a few years now. A lot of black people look at this situation like, oh, they agree with ICE, or they agree with the deportation of so-called Latinos and Hispanics because they're going to come, if they come over here, they're going to take our jobs. They're going to take our health care. They're going to take our food stamps. They're going to take our opportunities that we may have in America. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have been really, our blacks and Hispanics have really been, even Hispanics that's in America, that's, you know, they went the right route and they got their papers and everything. They looking at other Hispanics that's trying to come over here for a better opportunity, and they looking at them like, man, y'all coming to take our opportunities over here. America has really did a number to divide and conquer people from who they truly are, but not except for white people. Now, white people, they don't go against native Poland people or native, Europeans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's the prime example of this? When war was going on in the Ukraine, when it first popped off, bunch of Ukrainian people were flown over here to the Americas. They would be considered immigrants or refugees. Same difference, right? They would be considered that, but they got to come over here. They got to get a job and work. They got to have somewhere to live. They got kids coming with them. They have families coming with them, just like these immigrants that's coming to America. But nobody had a goddamn problem when the Ukrainians came over here. Nobody had a problem when Arabs came over here when the war was going on in Afghanistan or in the Middle East over there. Nobody had an issue with that. But we have become so simple as a people. When the white man say, look, deportation got to happen. Immigration is bad. Here you go, Mr. Buck nigga. Oh, yeah, immigration is bad. Immigration is bad. Not realizing, man, you having more of your people over here who have a common enemy like you being able to come together with your people will make your people stronger. You've been so busy trying to become stronger with your enemy, with the white man, trying to kiss his goddamn ass in the darkest spot, that you forget that you got Hispanic brothers and sisters in the South Americas that's seeking refuge and that can use your help over here. And you can bind up with them. And y'all can create an infrastructure on y'all own. And the fact that it's biblical, I mean, we ain't even got to talk about it. You can use common sense with that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, what we talking about? So I'm gonna play this clip real quick to just show an example of how black people were in an uproar about immigrants. And then this white man, this is the divide and conquer. This white man brings up immigrants. And then he brings up, in the same token, he brings up how they're trying to help immigrants, but they're not trying to help black people, which is going to make black people feel like, yeah, the white man's sticking up for me. But really, he's trying to divide you away from your Hispanic brothers and sisters that's dealing with the same head. So let me go ahead and play this clip.
For coming here, we left a trail for them to come. I don't hate on my immigrants. My parents are immigrants. To be clear, I don't blame the migrants for coming here. We left a trail for them to come. I don't hate on my immigrants. My parents are immigrants to this country. I'm a first-generation American. I don't hate on any of these people who came here. They had no choice. But we left a trail for them to come. We gave them over $1 billion to come here. We invited them with free food, free clothing, free rent, free education. That's why we're here today. We can keep talking about whatever head tags and gambling is bad and all this other stuff. We made the gamble. We gambled on the migrants and we lost. We put over $1 billion into people who've never paid a nickel into the system. Meanwhile,
hold on. First of all, he just lied. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and he's the deceiver of the goddamn earth. Now, he's saying immigrants and migrants are not paying a nickel into American society, but immigrants and migrants, they get hired at jobs. You understand? Like, they get hired at jobs. Immigrants actually work for companies in America, and they get taxed. They have to pay taxes. Even though, so this is my thing. This is my question to the American government. So if you're going to deport somebody who's been working here and somebody who's lived here for 20 years, 25 years, are you going to pay them a check for all the taxes that they paid? Imagine that. You've been working here 20 years. You done built up your 401k. You done paid taxes every year, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, since you were an immigrant and you didn't go the right way, you didn't have your green card and all of this, you have to get deported. Now, are you getting refunded any of that damn money that you had to pay? Hell no.
That's extra heavy.
Hell no. You don't get refunded none of that. Exactly. You got to chop that up. You know what I'm saying? So he just lied, saying that immigrants don't pay $1. Immigrants have to pay taxes. They pay taxes. How do you think they work jobs? They have to pay taxes in order to work. What are we talking about? But of course, the white man trying to build up his point to try to say that the migrants are being treated better than so-called black people in America, to try to trigger black people into loving him and understanding why he don't want the migrants here is what he's doing right here. Let me play it. Let me go back a little bit more. I'm gonna play it.
Them over $1 billion to come here. We invited them with free food, free clothing, free rent, free education. That's why we're here today. We can keep talking about whatever head tags and gambling is bad and all this other stuff. We made the gamble. We gambled on the migrants and we lost. We put over $1 billion into people who've never paid a nickel into the system. Meanwhile, we told the black community, wait your turn. Wait your turn.
Sergeant at Arms, could you remove the people who are making the outburst, please? Can you do that for us now? Thank you. Okay. Please remove those individuals who are making the outburst, please. Okay, we don't have a problem with people speaking their truth. We just don't want you to have outbursts. Sergeant at Arms, could you please remove the outburst, please? Thank you.
To be clear, I don't blame.
So you see what happened there, Partizan?
Yeah, come on. You know, like some of that, you know what I'm saying, that he you know, was true. You know,
yeah, it was true.
You know, we blame, you know what I'm saying, we you know, allowed because he know what this white person understand, what this white person understand is that white people are immigrants as well. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, we paid the way for them to come. And think about it. Look at how Venezuelans was over there living. You know what I'm saying? Think about you in the third world country down there. You know what I'm saying? You struggling, you struggling to eat, you struggling to educate your kids, and then somebody, you know what I'm saying, come out of nowhere and say, look here, man, if you come over here, I'm gonna make sure you eat, I'm gonna give you free food, free education, free housing. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got, because you know they ain't even got running water over there, more hot running water. You feel me? A lot of them. So, and I'm gonna make, of course you know what I'm saying, go, all right, deal. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is this: if it's somebody who should understand immigration or immigrants or somebody coming to somewhere that they don't own, belong, or don't have ownership of, it should be white people. You know what I'm saying? Them should be the first people who you know what I'm saying?
I completely understand what you're saying. But here's my thing. See, white people, they came and stole it. See, the immigrants that's coming over here, the migrants that's coming over here, they want to get a job so they can feed their family.
For sure.
That's what they're trying to do. White people, they want to come to the land. They want to come over here and take over. You understand the Jewish, oh my God. I don't even want to get into talking about Jewish people that come over here and just take over society, just take over neighborhoods. You get what I'm saying? That's the totality of white people, man. And that's the difference in white people. They should understand, man, that's heavy what you're saying. They should understand immigration more than anybody.
For sure.
I mean, we came over here, we was brought over here on slave ships. We didn't even have a choice. We didn't have the option whether to stay in a povertized condition or to, you know, get in a better opportunity. We had to do whatever was told to us because we had a gun pointed to our face. You know what I'm saying? Then we had wrists shackled up and so forth and so on. So we may not understand as black people. But the white man, he get to come over here. The Italians, oh my God, man. The Italians came over here, had thousands and thousands of rape in the 1900s. In the the early 1900s, you know how many Italians came to America as immigrants? I'm talking about they flooded the east coast of America.
It's still over there.
And they still had their land, but they was dealing with problems in their land, in Italy, in all of those gang-filled places. You know what I'm saying? And they came and wanted to seek refuge in the Americas. You know what I'm saying? And what happened? They got welcomed with open arms. The Italians got welcomed with open arms from America, seeking refuge. But Hispanics, Mexicans, Venezuelans, they don't get that same treatment. They don't get that same treatment because they hated by the white man. That's why they don't get that treatment. A lot of people don't agree with that. They don't want to hear you say the white man hates Hispanics. But I mean, goddamn, it cannot be more self-evident with Donald Trump and the ICE movement. You know what I'm saying? It cannot be any more evident to see. You get what I'm saying? Go and look up on the history. I just spoke up the Ukrainians when the Ukrainians were seeking refuge. The Ukrainians didn't even have to find their own way to America. The United States flew planes to the Ukrainians and brought them back over here. Ain't that a bitch? Meanwhile, the Hispanics on a fucking boat trying to row their way or trying to swim to a better opportunity. Excuse my French. They trying to scrape their way to a better opportunity, and the damn Ukrainians on a first class flight, leaving they problems, going to a better opportunity. And they're gonna get grants. They got grants. You talking about the Hispanic getting free housing, like they going in like they getting a damn mansion or something. You know how many white people? Look at what Brett Favre did. I'm a sidebar a little bit. Look at what Brett Favre did with the whole. You remember Brett Favre was stealing money from the food stamps?
Yeah.
Man, look at most white people. Yeah, in Mississippi. You know how many white people are taking advantage of food stamps, and then so-called black people try to get mad because the Hispanics are getting a little piece of the pie. Don't forget, do not forget, California used to be Mexico until the white man stole it. I think the Mexicans are owed some goddamn food stamps in a couple houses. Texas, Phoenix, New, goddamn, they call it New Mexico. What are we talking about here, man? The white man is the goddamn devil, and it's a lot of our people, man. I have to keep making this point known. It's a lot of our people that's following after the white man's coattails, that's not realizing that you are becoming an enemy to your own people, man, by doing that. Wake the hell up and come back, snap back into reality that you have to start taking some seriousness of your ethnicity and who you are, your bloodline. America is not a bloodline. I know they try to push this thing like America is the nation and we American and American pride, but America is a place. It's not a people. It's not an actual people. You're not born American. If a Chinese man is born in America, he's still Chinese. So you have to understand something, that you have a nation that the Lord made you. You know what I'm saying? Just like the white man before he came and stole America, he had a nation that the Lord made him. He is Edomites. You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man is the Edomites, according to the Bible. So if you're a Black, Hispanic, and Native American, you got to understand something. You are the Lord's chosen people. You the real Israelites of the Bible. And you got to stick together with your people, man. Don't matter what devices that the white man uses against you, man. He in the damn courtroom. We just watched a video of a white man in a courtroom trying to stand up for Black people and trying to say it's wrong that the immigrants are getting some help. That's a tactic of divide and conquer. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for those things, man. Even if it has some truth in it, don't fall for it, because the white man will never tell you all the truth. If the white man will tell you all the truth, man, then he gonna have to empty his pockets and give you all his money. If he really want to tell you the truth and be honest with you,
because it belongs to you.
Exactly. They say Black people don't get reparations, but the goddamn slave masters got reparations
for losing slaves.
Come on, man. What we talking about, man? I don't got nothing else, man. If we had any more stuff, I think that was it, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that was it, man. If anybody got anything, man, in the chat, you know what I'm saying, y'all go ahead and drop it in. Any questions, comments, man, we'll make sure we get to it, man. If we don't, man, we're gonna get ready and wrap it up. Panza.
For sure, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you pay your tithes to the ISUPK. You know, 10% of any increase, you know what I'm saying? And if you like what you heard, whether on the live stream, you know, Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok, you know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, man. Help us push this truth. And of course, the Lord's 57th annual Passover is April 4th. You know, $200 for any adult over age 17. It's free for every person under the age of 17. You know what I'm saying? Commander Jimmy Hanna eats this every day. And the thing is, man, if you knew how much Commander Jimmy Hanna paid for these Passovers, man, you would black out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, man.
Meanwhile, Beyonce tickets are goddamn $2,000.
And they spending whole checks on them. They saving up checks to spend on them.
But you ain't gonna come and join your people, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That's where you need to be, joining with your people and enjoying yourself in the name of the Lord, man. Just no damn concert.
And
a biblical prophecy.
Facts. And this is a week-long, you know what I'm saying, endeavor that the Commander General Hunter has put together in Houston, Texas, one of the best cities ever. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't gonna be no little yaki daki. You know what I'm saying? No little BS stuff. This right here. You know what I'm saying? This a real Passover. You know what I'm saying? You go to other people. I just saw clips of other people Passover. They eat mac and cheese and rice, and I'm like, man, good night. But man, you know what I'm saying? Come out, support the ISUPK with this 57 days Passover. Every Black, Hispanic, and Latino, every Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you know what I'm saying, is welcome. If you part of the 12 tribes, come, let's get it on. You know what I'm saying? With that, shalom.
Shalom.
The ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
It's that time of year. We're going to be in Houston, Texas from April 1st to April 5th, celebrating the Lord's 57th Annual Passover under Commanding General Yohana. Jam-packed, full of events, line dancing, fishing, horseback riding, rides for the kids, bounce houses, and the annual lamb slaughter held at the BH Ranch. And it ain't no party like the all-black party, the annual all-black party. 14149 Player Street in Houston, Texas. You know it's gonna be lit. All leading up to Saturday, April 4th, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. You still got time. Go to isupk.com to pay your Passover fee. 18 and over, $200. You do not want to miss the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. Houston, Texas. Shalom.